Vikings, let's win the game.
Attention Vikings fans. After months of anticipation, the awaited return of one of the stars to the gridiron didn't go as expected. With performances raising more doubts than certainties by the end of the season, it put one of the league's most lucrative contracts into question. The Vikings are faced with a critical decision. Is it worth maintaining the investment in a player who isn't delivering expected results? This is exactly the conversation heating up the corridors in Minnesota. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. This topic has stirred up the teams backstage and has left many people scratching their heads. Imagine, after months of anticipation, finally seeing one of the big names in sports returning to the field. TJ Hockenson, the tight end who, after a long recovery from a serious knee injury, a torn ACL caused by the Detroit Lions safety in 2023, finally got the green light to play. The grand return happened on Sunday night, November 3rd, 2024, against the Indianapolis Colts at the U.S. Bank Stadium. Expectations were enormous, but football is tough, especially in the NFL. That night, Hockenson managed just 3 receptions on 4 attempts, totaling 27 yards. A timid start, but who wouldn't be rusty after so many months out? However, the story began to take a new shape the following week during the intense game in Jacksonville. Hockenson seemed to find his rhythm again, managing 8 receptions on 9 attempts for 72 yards, including crucial conversions at decisive moments of the game. This reminded everyone why he is the highest-paid tight end in the league, right? But then, the thing everyone is thinking and perhaps not openly discussing, in the last 6 matches of the regular season, Hockenson caught 21 passes for 229 yards, an average of 38.1 yards per game. His total general production in the 10 regular season games he played was 41 receptions for 455 yards and 0 touchdowns. This is probably not really what you want to see from your $66 million tight end, for whom you sent considerable draft capital to the rising division rival Detroit Lions. What happened to Hockenson? In relative terms, Hockenson played the majority of the season and left more to be desired from someone who was given such a record-breaking contract in the summer of 2023. Here comes the big question. After subsequent weeks of unremarkable performances and sporadic participation in the playoffs, should the Vikings consider trading the 2-time Pro Bowler? The idea is less crazy than you might think. If the theory is that J.J. McCarthy will be the day 1 starter in September, then it would be painful to lose a weapon in Hockenson. However, the $21 million in 2026 and $23 million in 2027 that the Vikings would save in cap space by trading him this offseason could go a lot further to help the young quarterback. So, is it worth keeping a player with such a high annual salary for his recent performance? This is not to belittle Hockenson. He is a great football player and is beloved by Vikings fans. But to be an elite team in the NFL, you have to stretch the dollar, even if you have tens of millions of them to operate with. Over the cap valued TJ Hockenson in 2024 at $5.1 million, compared to his $16 million AAV. Hockenson would be a welcome sight in McCarthy's huddle if he is to take the field next season, but a Hockenson divorce is not something Vikings fans should just automatically reject, considering the figures involved and the cap space it would free up for the Vikings. What do you think should be done? Do you have enough confidence in Hockenson's performance recovery for next season, or would you consider the possibility of a trade even if the idea seems drastic? Leave your comment below. Your opinion makes a big difference. Hit that subscribe button to receive more exclusive news like this. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!